Guys and dolls. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about some additional information pertaining to narcs. Alright, narcissists, for those who don't know. Thank you for joining me. Let's get to it. Alright, so if this person is a cheapskate, we used that word back in the day, alright? I've said this many times. Narcs cannot connect to human beings. They can't. They cannot. They fall in love with their car, their house, their boat, their job, their money, their shoes, their Italian suit, or whatever it is. But they only fall in love with objects. They will even marry a woman and stick babies in her. He ain't thinking about none of y'all. Cannot connect to humans, can only connect to objects. That's where their love is. It goes to their objects. Some of them are in love, a lot of them are in love with their money. They really are convinced they're going to be shopping malls in hell when they die and go there, because that's where they're heading. Anyway, there's no reason to not go to therapy other than chronic stubbornness. You know that you're ruining people's lives and you don't give a shit. So yes, you should go straight to hell when you die. Just saying. So they provide false insurance by dating you initially. They give the impression that they will court you properly. They will not, if they're cheap. They will not court you like a real man would. A real man has absolutely no problem dating you, courting you, being spontaneous. Hey babe, pack a bag, we're going on vacation. They're not doing anything if it does not suit them. Okay? So if they're cheap with excuses, I would get rid of them. And you'll know within the first couple weeks to a few months, the mask will slip and the real them comes out. Oh, I gotta buy this, or I gotta pay bills, or I gotta do this, or I gotta do that. And it's a load of fucking bullshit. He knew before he started courting, dating, courting, whatever, he knew that it requires money to date somebody. If you're a punk ass bitch and you don't want to spend your money, keep your dumb ass at home. Just saying. Anybody trying to hear your bullshit excuses? This individual that I'm talking about, y'all know who it is. He's real possessive of his house. Again, connecting to objects. I would not be surprised if his wife did not have a key to the house when they were married. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. He's real funky about, you can't even be at his house for 5 minutes or 2 minutes without him being there, not inside the house. That is his real woman, his house and his money. Right? Marriage is not going to change the fucked upness in his head. It's not going to change that. Okay? So she should have took him for everything that he had, is what she should have done. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised. I joked with him one day and I said, I can almost bet that she didn't have a key to the house. What'd you have her do? Sitting on the steps outside before, waiting on you to come home or something? I was laughing really hard because it's like stupid and ridiculous. Well, he didn't laugh. He did not smile. He did not laugh. He didn't crack a joke about it. He was very serious. I might have hit the nail on the head. There's a possibility his wife did not have a key to the house. Marriage means nothing to a narcissist. You are just somebody that I am controlling. And if I don't want you having a goddamn key, you ain't having a goddamn key. I don't give a shit if we married on paper. Marriage, parriage. I don't give a shit about that. It wouldn't surprise me. Why are you so serious about that? It's ludicrous and funny that somebody wouldn't give a key to the house. Very ludicrous. But if that's what happened, he doesn't think that's funny because that's part of his rules. So it wouldn't surprise me if she had to sit in a driveway and wait for him to come home from work. I'm not kidding. Wouldn't surprise me because he's a control freak. Alright? Watch them closely. See if they maintain the same behavior over a span of weeks or months. They always reveal who they are with excuses. It's exhausting for them to fake being nice and fake being lovey-dovey. That's all. It's exhausting to them. So they're going to reveal who they are. Okay? Healthy people are consistent. They consistently treat you well. They consistently take you on dates. They consistently look out for you. They consistently are in your corner. If you have a surgery, they're not going to work the entire day. Yes, I've experienced this with this individual. You're not going to work the entire day when your so-called partner is having surgery. You're going to take at least part of the day off to be there when the person wakes up from surgery. No, don't be stupid and silly. He ain't parting with his money like that. Nah. Being with you. Whoa. Sorry. Had an issue. Okay. That's actually better. Sorry about that. He's not taking a day off. For what? That's his money. That's his money. Even if he had vacation time, he ain't. Nope. It's all about him. Narcs see you as something they own. You are their possession. You are not their wife. You are not their girlfriend. You are not their partner. You are not their fiance. You're a piece of shit who I'm manipulating. Okay? You are somebody I own. You got that? I own your ass. And people think the person's going to respect you once you get married. They treat you worse. You know why? Because they have a license to treat you worse. You didn't stop it before, and you went ahead and married them, so you gave them permission to be worse. Think about that. Love bombing can occur during any time of the relationship, especially if you're getting hip to their BS. Yeah. Love bombing is not a beginning of the so-called relationship. It's not just in the beginning. It's when you start getting exasperated and frustrated, and you're tired of their bullshit, and they sense that you might want to leave. All of a sudden, they're going to be the most caring person in the entire world. Narcs can't care about anybody but themselves. They're mentally damaged, and they don't want to admit it because they're shame-based. And anything that they would acknowledge that's fucked up about themselves is unbearable to think about, so they just pretend it's not there. They're good at pretending. Really good at pretending. So yeah, love bombing can happen during any time of the relationship. When you're getting fed up, all of a sudden, they're lovey-dovey. It won't last. In my case, the word romance was overused a lot. This person stated that it was the most powerful force in the world. It wasn't romantic. He was manipulative. How can somebody be romantic when they love their money more than you? What? How can a person be romantic when they love their money, their cash, and their car more than they love you? There's nothing romantic about that. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. Romance is the most powerful force in the world. Well, that don't apply to you. It don't apply to a narcissist. So I don't even know what you're bringing that up for. Ridiculous. Narcs are... That's not there. Oh. Narcs are disagreeable for no reason at all. This individual created... I told you this before. This individual created a specific group online for festivals, fairs and festivals. Deliberately chose a group for that. Okay? So you would think, maybe I'm being dumb, but you would think that they love that. If you deliberately go out of your way to create a group for that, that must be one of your passions. No, it is not. Because if you were weak for festivals, when I said let's go to the ethnic festival, we would have actually gone instead of having World War III, again, because that's what gives them an instant boner, causing arguments and fights by being passive aggressive and doing what the hell they want to do, regardless of what you want to do, and have an unlimited amount of excuses as to why they cannot do what you want done. Believe me, they will never run out of reasons why you cannot have that. So I'm just tripping about that. So you created a group for festivals, and then when I ask you to go to a festival, you don't want to go? And then here's where the mind screw comes in. The mind screw. I won't ask you no more. Well, that'll be very upsetting to me because I want to do what makes you happy, so don't rob me of that. That's okay. Remember I told you narcissists are walking contradictions? Is that or is that not a contradiction? You want to do what makes a person happy, supposedly, but then almost in the same breath, you refuse to do what they want done. Okay? They're walking contradiction, okay? That's just how it works. If it's not their idea, it's a bad idea. So if he had suggested, he knew about the ethnic festival and he chose it, it would be a perfect idea. But since I chose it, it wasn't a perfect idea. It was a bad idea. So they will deliberately cause havoc to make sure that you're not in the mood to go anymore. Because the little son of a bitch didn't want to go in the fucking first place. Yeah. Watch them closely, watch their behavior, and eat popcorn. Sit down and eat popcorn. Because it's only a matter of time before the real them comes out. And then it's your turn. It's your chance to exit out of the situation. Whether you have feelings for them or not, you need to get away from them. Because they're never going to change for the better. They will get worse the longer you know them. But they're not going to get better because their brain is damaged. Their biochemistry in their brain is all over the place. And the only way that can be fixed is through therapy. And in extreme cases like his, therapy and medicine. Okay? So, watch them closely, people. Watch them closely. And if he's got a problem taking you out, that alone is a reason to go, you know what? I think we should just go ahead and break this off because you seem like you just can't court a woman properly. A real man, not a questionable man, but a real man who really cares about you, he don't mind spending his money because he knows that you're worth every penny. What they do determines how they perceive you, how they perceive your value. If they don't do shit for you, or they are limited in what they do, okay, or they do it in the beginning to lead you to believe this is how it's going to be from now on, and then they flip it, they flipped it because you are not of any value to them. You are of zero value. Because if they value you like they value their house, their car, you know, whatever, camping equipment and everything else that they value over in money, they won't be disrespectful to those things, but they will be disrespectful to their partner because you are irrelevant to them. You are to be played with. You are a toy to be manipulated and used and pushed away when they are done playing with you. Do you want that the rest of your life? Because this is what the rest of your life looks like. You have to look at this whole scenario and realize that this is what your life looks like. This is what your future looks like. This is what you're going to have to deal with. You will not get a key to the house. You will not be dated anymore. You will be told, like I was, it's too early in the relationship for you to stay at my house without me being there, because he's got some schizophrenia too. I mean, he's really convinced everybody's out to get him. That's some schizophrenia traits. You know, I value all of those things, but I don't really value you. And it's too early for you to stay at my house and I'm not there. But it ain't never too early for you to meet my freaking parents. Never too early for that, because that was that was going to benefit him. So even if we've been dating for 5 minutes, it's too late for you to stay at my house. But it's damn sure not too late for you to be the beard so my parents think I'm totally straight. Never too early for that. All right, you guys take care. Love you much. Mwah. Take care. Learn from these lessons, people. Learn, because they always reveal who they are. Being fake is exhausting to them, which is why they eventually show their ass. And when they do, that's who they really are. You guys take care.